What in the world is winter jug seeding? Can I start it this late and does it actually work? Those are great questions and today we're going to talk about those and I'm going to answer them later on in this video. Today we are going to see how many jugs we can winter seed before the sun goes down. I've been wanting to do this for many days, but it just hasn't worked out. Didn't have the right soil, didn't have the time, but this little baby is about to be born any day now, and I need to get this box of seeds started because we already have people interested in some of the stuff we want to do on the farm with our farm business, which will be a whole nother video, but to be able to do that, we need to be able to have seeds, right? So let's get them winter sown. And I'm a little nervous because the past few weeks, it's been highs of 70s, 60s, 70s, but it does get really cold at night still, like 20s, 30s. So I think I'm good still. This is very, very untypical for the state of Kansas. Usually February is the coldest month. We get the most snow, all of that. But for some reason this year, maybe some things in the sky, who knows? We have not had that type of winter, which has been helpful for us because of the house situation we're having, but it's going to be interesting for the plants and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, I'm going to I have a box full of some empty jugs, and I'm just going to cut along, I said like right here, cut along to open them up. Because we want to make like a hinge. No, I did not cut that very well. My son's attacking me. He's ambushing me. No, it's a runner. Does a job, but you're gonna want a little hinge like this to be able to just pick them up, transport them, and then once they're filled and the seeds are in, you will tape them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get these cut so we can start filling them with dirt, soil, and putting seeds in them. Initially, I wanted to do grow lights this year, but with everything going on, it just wasn't in capacity. And then I learned about winter sowing in these little mini greenhouses, and I said, you know what, I could probably do that. Normally my family, we don't love plastic, but you know, this is just a very limited resource of plastic, and we're reusing the plastic. Yes, there's microplastics, but if we compare to what you buy at the store, this is nothing. This is literally 0.00000% of what we would be getting and the quality we would be getting from the store versus seeds started in here that'll eventually be planted in the ground. So you have to have a balance. You can't just live in constant fear and what ifs of all the toxins and chemicals that we're exposed to, because you'll be miserable. I also need a permanent marker probably so I can mark these and know what's actually going in here. So I ended up having to pause on these overwinter jugs because I ended up going into labor and having the baby. So it was almost a week later and I ended up getting some more started, and now we are 2 weeks post and a lot of the seeds are coming up. So I'm going to show you because I think we're gonna have a really great success rate. We did have to bring them into the little foyer area because it got down to 15 degrees last night and the night before, but thankfully we'll go back up to warmer weather, and since there are a lot of starts already, I didn't want to risk them dying. So let me go and show you what they look like. So we have, this is our broccoli. You can see in here that the seeds are doing really well. Once they get taller and bigger, we will then split them and get them planted in the ground. But this just gives us a really good head start. This is our baby greens. So these are doing really well. Our dinosaur kale, our bok choy, and then this is our purple basil. You can kind of see it down in. So yeah, stay tuned. I will post more updates in a following video on how they continue to grow and when we transplant them into the ground. Also, stay tuned for tomatoes. I'm going to be starting tomatoes in the jugs just because I don't have the capacity right now to get grow lights set up or anything, but I really want tomato starts. I want to be able to start them myself. So I'm going to try it and see if it works. Say that yes, winter seeding, winter sowing is 10 out of 10. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to use grow lights maybe later, but right now I'm going to stick to this. These actually wilted. I forgot to water them. Watered them yesterday and look how good they look. Starting them in plastic jugs is great. Even my tomatoes. Where are they? Are starting to sprout, and I planted them a few days ago. Now, just bring them inside when it does drop below freezing or it does get cold because these need heat. Thank you guys so much for watching. We don't always know what we're doing, but we sure will try. We'll catch you guys on the next one. And if you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe and comment down below where you guys are tuning in from. We love reading the comments and reading where in the world you're watching.